From Fox 15, News 15 Today starts now.
Good morning and welcome back. You are watching News 15 Today. I'm Alex Worstel.
And I'm Carter Simino. Thanks for tuning in this morning. Well, the St. Landry Parish Sheriff's deputies have now added some non-lethal crime-fighting techniques to their repertoire. Sheriff Bobby Guidreau said the month-long training program trained officers to use tasers and other less lethal weapons that can be used before a traditional firearm is discharged. The department was already certified in using pepper spray, batons, verbal de-escalation techniques, and other defensive tactics. But these additional tools will help the deputies further resolve conflicts that might arise before a firearm is used.
The Evangeline Chamber of Commerce is reaching out to the public for help in funding community development projects. To generate the funds needed, the Chamber is hosting an online raffle via their Facebook page. Tickets are on sale now through March 15th for $20. You can visit the Evangeline Parish Chamber's Facebook page to view the prizes that are up for grabs.
Well, it's time to get a check on the weather with Storm Track 15 meteorologist Adam Olivier. Adam's starting to warm up a little bit. A little cool outside, though.
Yeah, still a little chilly out there, Carter, but we are seeing our temperatures bouncing up very quickly. In fact, look at this, 50 degrees in Opelousas and Jennings right now, 47 in Lafayette and Abbeville, and 46 in New Iberia, 41 currently in Ville Platte. Now, for the rest of today, we see sunshine. Our temperatures jumping from the 40s into the 50s. It may be well above this by the time we get to 9 o'clock, with some of us already at 50 degrees. So that temperature may be a bit warmer there by 9, and all of our temperatures this afternoon. The trend has been to overperform on these temperatures in the afternoon hours, so it may be more of a mid-70s type day out there. Not that I'm complaining. We'll have more on that warm weather in your forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
I'll take mid-70s every day of the week, Adam. Thank you very much. We'll check back with you soon. Governor John Bell Edwards announced just last week that a new group of people will have access to the COVID-19 vaccine. That group included pregnant women right here in Louisiana.
Yes, Medical Director of Fertility Answers, Dr. John Storment, says that some of the conversation he's having with his patients are leading to several questions.
A lot of patients who are nurses and they're on front lines, and so they have a huge exposure. Most of my patients who are nurses have accepted it, and they said they've gone on. A lot of patients who are nurses have been reluctant and are scared, especially if they're early pregnant or if they're newly pregnant or they're attempting pregnancy.
Now, Dr. Storman also mentions that there are no studies that show a negative impact of fertility rates with the new COVID-19 vaccine. To read more on this information, you can head to our website, kadn.com.
Well, taking a look at the latest COVID-19 numbers for Acadiana, Lafayette Parish still remains the parish with the highest case count of over 21,000 cases, followed by St. Landry Parish with over 8,000. The total number in Acadiana coming in just over 400,000 as of Monday. To get the view and to see the rollout of the newest COVID-19 data for Acadiana and the state, visit our website, klaf.com.
Well, the number of COVID-19 cases among U.S. children keeps dropping. The American Academy of Pediatrics reports less than 71,000 kids tested positive for the virus last week. That's the fifth decline in as many weeks. Health officials say COVID-19 still poses a less serious threat to children compared to adults. 10 of the 43 states that provided death data say they have had no COVID-related fatalities for children. Although U.S. cases are going down overall, the country did pass 500,000 deaths yesterday.
The World Health Organization warns that vaccines will be a limited resource until the end of the year. At a briefing from its headquarters in Geneva, Switzerland, WHO's Director General also urged high-income countries to step up and donate vaccines to less wealthy nations. The WHO also urged countries to stop making their own deals with vaccine manufacturers that reduce the number of doses COVAX can buy.
Well, the Biden administration is targeting vaccine skeptics.
Fox News correspondent Kevin Cork looks at efforts to create vaccine influencers to help change people's minds about getting the COVID-19 vaccine.
White House officials are launching a new campaign to adapt best practices in combating the spread of misinformation and fear surrounding COVID-19 vaccinations.
These conversations will focus on how to strengthen vaccine confidence and how to eliminate barriers that underserved communities are facing to vaccinations.
Authorities say vaccine skepticism is still the greatest in neighborhoods with high populations of African Americans and lower income households. From Monday's talks, officials say it's critical to outsource information to respected leaders in those communities. For instance, giving religious leaders the tools to influence favorable opinions about vaccines in their congregations.
We are relying on extraordinary collaboration in healthcare, houses of worship, social, political, sports, to extend our reach, to diversify our voices, to get messages to people who will listen.
Officials say it's also important people know the vaccine will still be there if they change their minds.
We need to have not just one opportunity for vaccination, but opportunities for people to say, maybe not today, but next week I might be ready.
New cases of COVID-19 have actually been declining in recent weeks, but health officials say vaccine rollouts must not lose steam, citing new variants that can easily destroy the work already done to combat the pandemic if herd immunity is not reached. In Washington, I'm Kevin Cork, Fox News.
Well, a court hearing is scheduled for a former Michigan governor related to charges in the Flint water crisis.
That's right. Former governor of Michigan, Rick Snyder, and the former director of the Flint Department of Public Works, Howard Croft. They'll have preliminary hearings today in their misdemeanor cases.
Snyder is charged with 2 counts of willful neglect of duty, which is a misdemeanor. Emergency managers appointed by Snyder used the Flint River for the city's drinking water without treating it to reduce corrosion.
Snyder contends that the charges against him should be dismissed because his alleged crime occurred in the state's capital, Lansing, and not in Flint.
Prime Minister Justin Trudeau of Canada will join President Joe Biden for their first bilateral meeting, but it will be held virtually.
That's right. The two North American leaders are expected to discuss the coronavirus response, climate change, and economic ties between Canada and the U.S. Vice President Kamala Harris will join the meeting as well.
Mr. Biden's cabinet will also be meeting with Canadian ministers to discuss other bilateral and global issues.
Cool morning out there right now, but we are going to be seeing some warmer temperatures in the forecast. Details just ahead.
But first, we have to check in with Al Aber. Oh my goodness, Carter, there's 2.
Oh, wow.
Oh my goodness. Okay, it's National Dog Biscuit Day. Al is having an absolute blast. We're going to check in with him and meet these 2 pups after the break. You need to get one. That's how much they are? Why are they so expensive? Because they're cute. Well, I'll be honest, Snoop was cuter just because Snoop had more black. Really? So are you gonna get one? Yeah. Well, whatever you get, you should bring it here in the mornings just to sleep. That's what we need, a station dog. That'll change everything.
Welcome back to News 15. Today it is National Dog Biscuit Day.
It is indeed. Al Aber has been having a blast. He's made different dog biscuit shapes, different flavors.
Did I shrink again? I think I did. Let me go back up.
Silicone mats. We're going to check in with him now.
Yeah. Al, how was it this morning?
Oh.
What a great day, guys. Hey, I'm here with Jennifer, Bleacher, Deku, and tell us who the dogs are again.
Eloise and Ophelia, and we're just enjoying our delicious baked Ciao Bella goods.
And these are the Rice Krispie treats that we made earlier. Hey, just to remind everybody who's watching, don't forget about our pet supply drive on Friday, 1500 East Ashlandy Road at News 15. I got to tell you, this is a dog cake, again, made with safe ingredients for dogs, and they tend to love it, huh?
They do, as you can see. They enjoy anything Ciao Bella made, but they're kind of partial too.
Now, we can come out and find you this weekend where?
Well, I won't be at the market this weekend, but March 6th we'll be at the farmers market with our Easter debut and our Easter baskets and our Easter goodies. And bring your dog, because dogs are welcome at the market. We love to see our customers face to face.
And what's cool is you can eat the Easter basket. I mean, Adam and I are thrilled about that. I mean, the dogs can eat the basket, we can eat the basket.
Yeah.
It's really cool. These things are delicious. You know what? They're kind of healthy for humans. This is a great Rice Krispie treat. No sugar, right?
No sugar. It's brown rice syrup, which is, and you can also use honey too. It's super good.
It is super good. I gotta tell you.
You don't miss the marshmallow.
You don't miss the marshmallow. Everything's delicious. Everything's pretty healthy for humans. Very healthy for dogs. We may learn something about that, huh, Jennifer?
Yeah, definitely.
What a fun morning. Again, Jennifer Deku, Ciao Bella, Dog Bakery, a gourmet dog bakery. Whoa! And you can see dogs love it. Hey, we're going to go back to you guys in the studio. More News 15 today while we hang out and have these delicious dog treats.
Once again, another morning I find myself feeling so jealous because Al had a blast.
Dogs and treats that even people can eat too.
What could be better?
Thank you very much, Al. Hope you have a fun rest of your morning. You probably stays there for a little while longer.
You know that he will. Okay, moving on. We'll be reminding you throughout the week about our first annual food and supply drive. It's happening this Friday, February 26th from 7:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. right here at 1500 East Landry Road.
Yeah, come donate some food for the puppers. Well, like clothing, diets that are one size fits all don't usually work for everyone.
This is true. So if you're trying to lose weight during this pandemic, health experts say there are some tricks you should know.
Fox News correspondent Jackie Ibanez takes a look.
With the coronavirus keeping many Americans stuck at home, unwanted weight gain is becoming cause for concern. So what do you do if you want to shed a few of those pandemic pounds? Well, if you're considering a diet, experts say there's a lot that goes into finding the right one.
The best diet for you is one you can stay on long term, one that has the most sustainability, and one that you're happy on.
They recommend selecting diets that provide long-term health benefits. The Mediterranean diet can help prevent heart attacks and strokes. It allows for the consumption of fresh fruits and vegetables, whole grains, extra virgin olive oil, and lean protein like fish and chicken. The DASH diet is known for reducing high blood pressure. It's high in potassium and calcium and low in fat and sodium. The MIND diet blends these two together.
And that diet has been shown with rigorous adherence to reduce the risk of Alzheimer's and dementia by about 53%. So this is really a brain boosting diet.
But making healthy choices when you go out to eat can sometimes be difficult. If you do decide to dine out while on a diet, experts say restricting your options can hurt your chances of losing weight.
If you're on a diet and it's nothing but deprivation and you're miserable, that's not the right diet for you, and chances are you won't keep the weight off.
And more people will have the chance to go out to eat as indoor dining is slowly coming back. New York City is increasing restaurant capacity this week, and California is evaluating COVID cases to see if it can restart indoor dining. Jackie Ibanez, Fox News.
Meanwhile, I need to put on weight. Probably going to go to a buffet today. It may be a chilly start to our day. Maybe I can eat outside because Storm Track 15 meteorologist Adam Olivier is tracking warmer temperatures in the forecast next. Stay with us, 8:45 on your Tuesday morning.
Always tracking, always alerting. Here's your Storm Track 15 weather.
Yesterday was a beautiful afternoon, and we're hoping for more of the same today.
We sure are. Adam, what can you tell us about today? It looks beautiful outside.
Yeah, it is a beautiful day around the area, Alex and Carter, where we are tracking some sunshine. Once again, it's shaping up to be another pleasant one out there. I-10 at Ambassador, traffic moving along smoothly after an earlier accident at Ambassador. Things now really settling down, and we are seeing that smooth travel on the roadways. Here's the good news. That sunshine is sticking around in your forecast, and I mentioned a little while ago that our temperatures are already kind of overperforming what we thought they were going to be. And so, whereas I was thinking towards 9 o'clock we'd still be in the 40s in a lot of spots, we're already well above 50 degrees. So that tells us that our temperatures are rising fast, and this afternoon they may get a little bit warmer than what we are expecting, what we call overperforming on the temperatures. Still, though, a chilly start to the day. The low temperatures so far at Lafayette Regional Airport, 37 degrees. This afternoon, though, we're going to climb up to the 70s, lower 70s, in fact, which gives us at least a 35-degree temperature swing. If things stay on the same trajectory they are right now, it may be even warmer than that. However, our temperature trend shows that our temperatures continue to climb and eventually get into the lower 70s there. Before tonight, they dip back down, but they're not going to get as cold as this morning. Why is that? Well, tonight, southerly winds kick into place, first starting on the western sides of Acadiana, then gradually moving eastward as high pressure shifts off to the east. That means that cooler temperatures will exist tomorrow morning when you're waking up, say in Breaux Bridge and Opelousas, where you'll be in the mid-40s. Back to the west, you'll be right around 50 degrees. Tomorrow afternoon, we're in the 70s again, but clouds start to build on in, and yeah, you know what comes with cloud cover eventually, some rain chances. That shows up here as we get into the day on Thursday as a front stalls across the area, leading to some of those rain chances. Now, we could see maybe a few light showers, some heavier pockets of rain, a rumble of thunder, but nothing crazy for Thursday and Friday. Now, Saturday and Sunday, a little bit of a different story as our temperatures tick up to near 80 degrees. So we got that spring-like warmth coming in the forecast.
I'd say so.
Lots of ups and downs, guys.
I may go swimming.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Actually, that water would be really cold. I do not advise that.
It would be a little chilly,
All
considering
right.
it was iced over last week. But
yeah.
anywho, thank you for that, Adam. We'll check back one last time here coming up. But new concerns are surfacing about a new app that runs based on exclusive atmosphere. Interesting. We're going to have more on that next.
Welcome back to News 15 today. Clubhouse, the social media app that launched last year, has been gaining in popularity thanks to high-profile appearances by the likes of Elon Musk. But now there are some big security concerns.
Right. The invite-only app lets people gather in audio chat rooms to discuss a variety of topics. Just a week after Clubhouse said it was taking steps to ensure user data couldn't be stolen by hackers or spies. The spokesperson says an unidentified user was able to stream audio feeds to a third-party website.
Cybersecurity experts say Clubhouse can't make any privacy promises, and users should assume all conversations are being recorded. Meanwhile, Peloton has a new treadmill that's a little less pricey. It will be released in May. The Tread will cost nearly $2,500, almost half the price of the Tread Plus.
Okay, well, the new machine is a little slimmer than the original treadmill with a lower maximum incline and a smaller screen. Peloton officials say they want to become a fitness brand and hope this variation will be more accessible.
Peloton reported earnings of more than $1 billion during the quarter that ended in December. Probably because they're so expensive.
Yes, and my whole family, I told you,
my
they are
girlfriend's
obsessed.
family, yeah, they're Peloton people too.
I want to be a Peloton person, but I can't afford that. Moving on. Apple reclaims the global smartphone lead for the first time since 2016.
That's according to a new report from market researcher Gartner, which shows Apple shipped more smartphones in the fourth quarter of 2020 than any other company, including its rival Samsung.
The report also indicated that the smartphone market declined 5.4% in 2020 amid the global coronavirus pandemic, while Apple's shipments grew 3.3%. Samsung still shipped the most devices over a year-long period. Well, Dairy Queen, unfortunate. This is unfortunate. They are yet again canceling Free Cone Day because of the coronavirus pandemic. This is the second year in a row that this special ice cream event has been postponed because of COVID-19.
Dairy Queen says it was a difficult decision, but that it's looking forward to bringing back Free Cone Day in 2022. The fast food chain traditionally gives out free soft serve cones every year to mark the first day of spring. Well, Barack Obama joins forces with Bruce Springsteen. Gillian Anderson will play another famous female politician and more.
That's right. Here's a look at the latest in Hollywood Nation with Fox's Ashley Dvorkin.
Daft Punk says goodbye. Anderson heads to the White House, and a rock star teams up with a former president in the Hollywood Nation.
I was trying to remember the first time we actually met.
Bruce Springsteen and Barack Obama will host a new podcast for Spotify. Renegades Born in the USA will feature the legendary rock star and former U.S. president discussing race, fatherhood, marriage, masculinity, as well as their professional and personal journeys. It will be an 8-part series, and the first 2 episodes are available now. Gillian Anderson has landed another historic role. After playing British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher on the 4th season of The Crown, the actress has signed on to portray Eleanor Roosevelt in the upcoming Showtime anthology series, The First Lady. She joins Michelle Pfeiffer, who will play Betty Ford, and Viola Davis as Michelle Obama. The show will follow the history of the American presidency, told from the perspective of the women at the heart of the White House. And French electronic dance duo Daft Punk has called it quits after 28 years. They announced the news of their retirement in a video titled Epilogue, which features a clip from their 2006 film Electroma. In Hollywood, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
One last look at that forecast shows that we have more sunshine, mild conditions, and a breeze out there. We'll have more details on what you can expect going forward in time coming up at noon, but at least today looks to be a pretty nice day overall as we see those milder temperatures in store for us once again.
Mild, sunshine, and a breeze. What could be better than that?
A beach.
Daft Punk not breaking up. That would be better.
Okay,
No, we're not even going to go down that road.
These are the arguments that happen in the break.
Shedding
But
a tear.
lucky for all of them, we get to head out now. So
Yes. See you
catch us
tomorrow.
anytime on our website, KDN.com. Have a great day.
I'm almost done writing them. Just give me a second.